We do a variety of things. We administer Mark's meds several times a day. We do Mark's passive movements, which relaxes his muscles, stops his muscles from seizing up. We do his PCs, personal care, shower, shave, clean his teeth. But it's not all physical. Sometimes we have a laugh, we have a joke, we go on shows, we go out. We do whatever anybody else does, but we do it together.
So when I first came, Mike would spend most of the day in bed, short breaks in his chair. The furthest he would go it would be maybe to the shop, for a quick walk. Mike was quite down and he wouldn't communicate much. And it was long days of watching TV and building trust up with Mark. His body used to be very, very tense and he's relaxed a lot now. Mark will communicate with you now and he will answer you, and he has a massive input into his own life, which is how it should be, and he wasn't doing that originally. It was all medical, there was no social aspect or mental health aspect to him.
When he was in a rehabilitation place, he was basically in a room on his own with nobody. He was always down. He was either ill with a cough or he just didn't want to associate anything with anybody. I think he felt he was never going to get out of this depression. And that made us depressed because all they wanted to do was give him antidepressants, and we didn't want that because we didn't really think he needed it.
So we decided to bring Mark home with a traditional domiciliary care agency. I kind of wouldn't even know where to begin with the trauma that caused my whole family, let alone the trauma it caused Mark.
It was a very worrying time, and worrying for Mark because we never knew who were coming and when they were coming and if they would come.
You get people through the door who didn't know anything about his medication, didn't know how to use the peg machine. Because they didn't know him, they weren't able to spot infections early, meaning he gets really poorly but can't tell anybody. Also, Mark's skin broke down because of inconsistent personal care, so everybody wanted to do it in a different way instead of standardising things. So you would just generally go in there and find that Mark stayed in bed most of the time, and they would be sat at the side of him in the chair watching on TV what they wanted to watch. We knew that the whole process had to be personalised from start to finish. So from the advert that we wrote right through to the questions we asked in the interview, Mark had to be the centre of the whole process because we was doing it on his behalf. So we advertised in the local newspaper and we advertised on social media, the local job centre. We asked people for a real personalised letter. We asked for them to write who they are, what they could bring to the role, and the response we had was pretty amazing, really.
And they're not all from the caring industry neither. They've come from quite a varied array of trades and industries that they were in before, which is what we wanted. We didn't want them all from the same industry because we wanted to train them ourselves to personalise the plan for Mark. And it works. It really does work.
Because of Mark's personal health budget and having the consistency of the PAs and the trusting relationship that they've now built with Mark, and Mark feels safe with them, so he understands that if he gets poorly, they'll spot it really soon. So what we've been able to do is use the budget in really creative ways.
The personal health budget provided training so that if he's tense, we can stretch him. It enables us to put his splints on, which keep his hands and his feet in a stable position instead of it deteriorating.
Yes, no.
The training for the eye gaze provided by the health budget has opened a whole window of communication, and from somebody that has zero communication like Mark, that is massive. It helps Mark tell us when he's in pain, if he's uncomfortable, if he's hungry. It opens things like helping him with his continence. He gets to choose where he wants to go. Now Mark's social life is second to none. He's at concerts, he's on the Liverpool Eye, he's in museums, he's constantly out. He's very rarely in bed.
Well, physically, he's improved. His muscle tone's a lot stronger. He's bulked up. His health's a lot better. Hair, teeth, skin. His whole demeanour, as well as mentally, physically, he is getting stronger, which is brilliant because it makes me think, well, if he's done this in 12 months, where are we going to be next year?
Personal health budget has enabled for us to connect and have some real fun quality time together. We don't really cry much, we just laugh. And that's so important for somebody like Mark, who has always lived life laughing.
And it's just been so freeing for us and freeing for him. He's got his independence, we've got our independence, but yet we've got a life together, which is lovely.